Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Another San Diego local beer tonight. I have a fun history with Pure Brewing. They just did another can release called Formless Reflections, and this can's pretty cool. It's that matte black with just the Pure Brewing logo. I've had a Pure beer before. It's funny because my buddy Dan, who I work with, went down and got a growler fill for me. They had posted this picture about they had this New England style hazy IPA on draft, and when he gave me the growler, I drank it the night that he gave it to me, and it looked nothing like the picture, and I was going back and forth with them, and I think they were upset that I was kind of saying, how come the beers that you're showing are not the beer that I have? Did I get the wrong beer? Blah, blah, blah. It turned into a whole thing. So we're going to, I have no hard feelings against any of those guys. I hope they don't have any hard feelings for me either. But yeah, Dan went down and got cans of this, and so I'm going to review it. 6.9% IPA with Nelson, Sauvin, Mosaic, and Whole Melon. I don't know much about Whole Melon. But yeah, the beer that I had was actually good. I just, it wasn't what the picture was for whatever reason, and it like started this whole thing. So yeah, let's get into this one. I don't know anything about this beer. This was canned on the thing's all off. It's all cattywampus. I think February 2nd. It's like on the. It's like supposed to go across the bottom, but it's on the rim of the glass. It's like 2 weeks old. Time recording. We are going to use our Four Brewers glassware. Look at that fucking sexy glassware. If you guys are not following Four Brewers on YouTube, please, please, please go follow them. Matt, John, and Jason are awesome. Matt and Jason do Cheap Beer Corner. Legitimately my favorite thing to watch on YouTube. My goal in life is to be on that. I want to do Cheap Beer Corner with them because they drink like the craziest, cheapest beer, and it's fucking hysterical. And John's super cool. He does all of his Four Brewers quickies, like he does these beers. He has a video series that he does where he just takes beers out of a cellar and reviews them in like 2 minutes. It's fucking awesome. You don't have to listen to some long-winded douchebag like me talk for 10 minutes about beer. But yeah, John's just a super, super cool dude. I've actually never talked to the other guys, but I don't even know if they watch. I don't think they watch other YouTube videos. John was actually on, I think Matt was too. I'd have to go back and look. If you guys ever watched New Brew Thursday on YouTube, there was like a big, they used to do videos and had all kinds of views, and it was really, really fun. They used to go to breweries and like they're friends with a bunch of brewers that are local, and I don't know whatever happened to New Brew Thursday. Maybe John can comment and let us know, but yeah, Four Brewers on YouTube, check them out. I'll leave a link, so if you're not subscribed to them, please do so, because they are really, really cool people. I think this is a hazy beer. I'm gonna learn today. So let's go ahead and check it out. I like this glass too. It reminds me of like a can. Pizza Port has glasses like this. I think Pizza Port was the first place I saw glasses like this. I never bought one, but you know me and my addiction to whale stuff. So anytime I see a whale on something, I needed it. So John was fucking awesome and sent me this glass. So yeah, it's New England style. It's haze for days. It looks like pineapple juice, a good finger and a half of bright white head. It is crazy, like tight packed bubbles, like that marshmallowy kind of head that you could just take a spoon and eat it with. So it looks awesome. Look at that fucking glassware. Just get out of here. That is sexy. Hashtag whales, bro. So yeah, you know my love for Nelson hops. Let's shove our nose in it. I hope this is so Nelson forward. It is. It's like just crazy. It's not like really pungent. The nose is not like overly crazy pungent, but it is straight like vinous, white grape, white wine. It's really dry. I'm not getting much else. It's like, it's dry, bready, crackery, but it's white grapes. It's vinous white grapes. It smells like white wine. It's very like spritzy. This, it smells like it's single hop with Nelson. It's pretty crazy. Let's use our cheat sheet. Mosaic, I don't get any Mosaic. There's no like berry notes. I don't know what Whole Melon is. I'm not familiar with that hop. So like I said, if you gave this to me blind just by smelling this, it's Nelson. But like I said, it's not like crazy aromatic. It's not billowing out of the glass. It's not like a crazy juice bomb. It's got that awesome vinous. It smells really, really dry. It does. It smells like a glass of white wine. So let's go ahead and taste it. Dan, cheers, bro. It is still pouring, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. So this is much more malty than the previous beers that we've reviewed tonight. And that's really interesting. That's really bready, really crackery, really kind of sweet malt on the finish. The Nelson is there, but it's not, again, the nose wasn't crazy explosive, and it's not like ridiculously tasty on the palate. I will say too, the mouthfeel is a little thin on this one. But yeah, you get that kind of white grape vinous note from the Nelson. There is like this kind of, it's kind of resinous, like dank, like right in the middle of your tongue. I don't know if that's the whole whatever hop. But it's not crazy, like, I wish this was more flavorful. This is kind of one of those beers where it's like, it's a forgettable kind of beer. I know Pure is new. I think they're fairly new. So I don't know if they're just kind of like trying new stuff and kind of, I don't know. I don't know if this is a beer they brewed before. I've never heard of Formless Reflections. Like I said, I followed them on Instagram for a while, but stopped after all that back and forth. But I don't know. This is just, it's not, I don't want to say it's disappointing. It's just not something I would go crazy over. It's funny, it almost tastes more like Pilsner-ish, which is weird because of what it looks like. But it's just super light. It's really light. Really, really light. Extremely light on flavor, very light on mouthfeel. It's pretty bubbly. I mean, that kind of effervescent thing. I get that a lot with Nelson hops, and I don't know if that's just my brain saying it smells kind of white wine-ish. Well, yeah, I mean, it's okay. There's really nothing else besides like that kind of white grapey vinous thing up front. And then you get like this, like I said, it's like this kind of dank, earthy, that might be from the Mosaic. It's not very berry forward though, which I love getting that out of Mosaic hops. It's very crackery, very bready. It's malty on the finish. I don't know what they were going for because I didn't do like any research on this beforehand. This is a very easy drinking IPA. It's not something that's going to blow your socks off. But it's it's obviously, you can hear how rainy it is. We've been joking about Stormageddon 2017. On a hot day, you would just straight chug this. But it's one of those things, like, it's just not a memorable beer for me. It's not bad. It's just nothing that's like awesome. Fucking glassware is awesome though. I don't know. It's a B beer, like 86, 87-ish, somewhere around there. I'd be interested to see, like, once they start kind of, I think this was like their second or third time canning beers. Once they kind of get, like, I don't know, into the groove and like brewing other stuff and canning stuff. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm being a dick. It's just not, I don't know. For an IPA, this is a very easy drinking, very light. Like I said, it's more Pilsner-ish to me. It's very crisp. It's very clean, very light, super crackery, like on the finish. I'd be interested to see if anyone else has had this, what they thought about it. So yeah, that's Formless Reflections. It's pretty crazy. This is 7%. This drink's like a 5%, like kind of a light beer. It's crazy. So I do like the can art though. I like that matte black and I like their logo. It looks cool. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of it. I'd be interested to see, like, what, I don't know. Kind of wondering what you guys thought about this one. It's just nothing crazy. So yeah, Dan, thanks for this one, bro. And yeah, I'm out of here as always. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who